Hi everyone, I'm Miss Katie from Rockland Public Library and happy Women's History Month. Today we're going to be reading Malala's Magic Pencil. Malala's Magic Pencil is by Malala Yousafzai and is illustrated by Kerascoët. Now Malala Yousafzai is this young woman here, so she wrote the story and it's also a true story about her life, and she is from the country of Pakistan. So let's see what happens in Malala's Magic Pencil. Do you believe in magic? What do you think? Do you believe in magic? When I was young, I used to watch a TV show about a boy who had a magic pencil. If he was hungry, he drew a bowl of curry to eat and it appeared. If he and his friends were in danger, he drew a police officer. The boy was a little hero, always protecting people who needed help. How I wanted a magic pencil. I would want one too, wouldn't you? If I had a magic pencil, I'd use it to lock my door so my little brothers couldn't bother me. I'd use it to stop time so I could sleep 1 extra hour every morning. I'd use it to erase the smell of the trash dump near my house. And I would use it to make other people happy. I would draw the most beautiful dresses in the world for my mother and the best buildings in the valley for my father, so he could open as many schools for children where they could study for free. And I would draw a proper ball for my brothers and I, so we no longer would have to use an old sock stuffed with rubbish. A real ball. So it sounds like right now they're using a ball that they made themselves, a homemade ball, because they don't have one of their own. Every night before I went to bed, I wished for a magic pencil of my own. And every morning I would wake up and check my cupboard drawer, but the magic pencil was never there. One day, I was throwing away potato peels and eggshells at the dump. I was wrinkling my nose, swatting away flies, and making sure I didn't step on anything dirty with my nice shoes, when I saw a young girl about my age sorting trash in the piles. Nearby, boys were fishing for metal scraps using magnets on strings. There they are. When my father returned home from work, I told him what I'd seen and that it had made me sad. "Abba?" I asked. "Yes, Johnny," he said back. I always liked when he called me Johnny, or dear one. "Why haven't I seen that girl in my class?" "Because," he said, but he didn't finish right away. "Because, Johnny, in our country, not everyone sends their daughters to school, and some children must work to support their family. Some boys will sell metal scraps that they find. If they were in school, their families might go hungry. School was my favorite place, but I'd never considered myself lucky for being able to go." My father had always said, "Malala will be free as a bird." Now I wondered how free I'd truly be. That night I thought about the families who didn't have enough food, and the girl who couldn't go to school, and even about how when I was older, I would be expected to cook and clean for my brothers, because where I came from, many girls weren't allowed to do what they dreamed of. I knew then that if I had a magic pencil, I would use it to draw a better world, a peaceful world. First, I would erase war and poverty and hunger, and then I would draw boys and girls together as equals. You see, she's using the pencil to restore this broken building, to give all the kids backpacks and books, and to make trees. Over the next few years, instead of wishing for a magic pencil every night, I worked hard in school every day. I wanted to be one of the top students in class. But soon, powerful and dangerous men declared that girls were forbidden to attend school. They walked the streets of the city now, and they carried weapons. One by one, girls stopped coming to school. "Abba, where are all the students?" "They didn't feel safe here anymore, Johnny." How could a few men stop all these girls in our valley from going to school? If more people knew about what was happening to us, I thought, they might help us. Wishing wasn't enough. Someone needed to speak out. Why not me? I wrote about what it felt like to be scared to walk to school and how some of my friends had moved away because of the threat they faced in the city. I wrote about how I loved school and how proud I was to wear my uniform. Look, her words are getting out. People are reading. Once I started writing, I couldn't stop. I wrote speeches and traveled around my country, sharing my story. I even talked to a reporter from a famous international newspaper. People actually wanted to learn about my life. I spoke for all the girls in my valley who couldn't speak for themselves. My voice became so powerful that the dangerous men tried to silence me, but they failed. And now my voice is louder than ever. Louder because people have joined me, and together we've made a chorus, standing up for what we believe. Look at all these people. These people came to her hospital bed when she was in the hospital, giving their support and saying that they joined her and they believed in her mission. We raise our voices for those in need. We help people in danger, even if they are an ocean away. We think of the world as a family. Do you believe in magic? I do. I wrote alone in my room, but people all over the world were reading my story. Millions now know it and helped me spread my message of hope. I had at last found the magic I was looking for in my words and in my work. I am Malala. I've always wished I could make the world a more peaceful place, and every day I work to make my wish come true. And here's something that she said. She said, "One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world." The end. So I highly suggest checking out this book so you can read all of the back material. But Malala is a real young woman. Here's a picture of her when she was a child and a teen and now. And I'm just going to read a little bit about her real life. As a child, I used to watch the TV show Shakalaka Boom Boom. It was about a boy named Sanju who could make anything. He could draw anything with his magic pencil. Sanju and his friends were always getting into trouble, and the magic pencil would help them get out. But my early childhood was mostly trouble-free. I grew up in the beautiful Swat Valley of northwest Pakistan, the sister of two cheeky little brothers, and the older daughter of a resilient mother and an inspiring father who was a school principal. Trouble came to the valley when I was 10 years old, and girls were forbidden to go to school. At first I thought, what could I do? And I'm just a child. But as I watched my father speak out for girls' education, I realized I had a voice too, and I wanted to use it. I believed then, as I believe now, that all children should have access to education. And then over here, it talks about what she has won. In recognition of her courage and advocacy, Malala was honored with the National Young Peace Prize in Pakistan in 2011 and won the International Children's Peace Prize and the Amnesty International Ambassador of Conscience Award in 2013. In 2014, she became the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize, sharing that honor with an Indian children's activist. In 2017, Malala became the youngest ever member of the UN Message of Peace, with special focus on girls' education. So she found a problem, and she went out and spoke about how she felt and how she wanted things to change. And people listened. What a great story. I hope you all enjoyed that story. And anyone who is a bit younger, there are lots of older kids' stories about this for elementary, middle school, even high school books, and for adults. So I hope you enjoyed that story, and I hope you all have a wonderful Women's History Month. See you all soon. Bye-bye.